Good day everyone, I am the second reporter for chapter 8 and my topic is the real property tax. So kay ba naman taon sa ng tax nagbalik-balik naman sa discuss sa mga previous nga mga reporters. So I will define what is real property. So unsa man ni siya? Real property is property that includes land, building, and anything affects to the land. So mga kabtangan nga naka-affects sa land or the land itself, mga pahumayan, kalubian, pambasakan. So mao na yung mga real property or kanang mga bahay nga atong gipuy-an, real property. So there are 5 fundamental principles that will guide the appraisal, assessment, levy, and collection of real property tax. So unsa man to? First, real property shall be appraised at its current and fair market value. Second, real property shall be classified for assessment purposes on the basis of its actual use. Third, real property shall be assessed on the basis of uniform classification within each local government unit. Fourth, the appraisal, assessment, levy, and collection of real property tax should not be led to any private person. And lastly, the appraisal and assessment of real property shall be equitable. So, administration of real property. The provinces and cities, including the municipalities within the metropolitan Manila, shall be primarily responsible for the proper, efficient, and effective administration of the real property tax. Appraisal of real property. So, di na ka-adyo nila ko. Ano, masabtan naman ko. All real property, whether taxable or exempt, shall be appraised at the current and fair market value prevailing in the locality where the property is situated. So, declaration of real property by the owner or administrator. It shall be the duty of all persons, natural or juridical, to present or prepare a sworn statement declaration. So, tayo na kay pagsutaan. So, adyo ka ng sworn declaration nga nagpamatuod kung unsa jud pila jud ang kanang value ato nga property. Duty of person acquiring real property of making improvement thereon. So kintahay si Quran na ay si Jay kanang hacienda nga gibilin sa Pilipinas. So napintay siya sa magawa siya mo pudyo sa laing nasud og mga pila ka kanang kuanto So kanang kung nasa dyan gibilan nga tao sa Philippines para mag-atiman sa ijang juta, kung if ever na ay mga mahitabo nga mga kuan improvements like nagpatukod kita sa ijang kanang negosyo, so mo himo siya og sworn statement gihapon nga makita nga naay kausbanan. So ipas to niya dato sa municipality nga na si Jay ikuan nga nagpamotuod nga na ay kabag-uhan sa katong properties so that may baon kung ang iyang tax madugangan iyang tax na may kabag-uhan. So declaration of real property by assessor gikawa ko. Okay. When any person, natural or juridical, by whom real property is required to be declared under Section 202 thereof, refuses or fails to any reason to make such declaration within the time prescribed, the provincial, city, or municipal assessor shall himself declare the property in the name of the defaulting owner. Classes of real property for assessment purposes. So, naatay mga klase sa mga real property para inig-assess kaya di pareha ang value. Depende na siya sa kuan. Depende sa klase. For purposes of assessment, real property shall be classified as residential, agricultural, commercial, industrial, mineral, timberland, or special. So, Naapod tayo special classes of real property. All lands, buildings, and other improvements thereon actually directly and exclusively used for hospitals, cultural or scientific purposes, and those owned and used by local authorities. So kanang pangtukuran bitaw ana magikan ang what ay kanang mga tubig ang supply ba nga na mga mo na sila supply sa kuryente kanang gitukuran sa mga bisan unsa na ilang mga gamit diha sa kuryente tubig nga na mao na yung mga special classes of real property. Okay, so next, actual use of real property as basis for assessment. Real property shall be classified, valued, and assessed on the basis of its actual use, regardless of where located, whoever owns it, and whoever uses it. Assessment level. So, danhina mo suod agatong computation. Magbantay ta dani assessment level kay mao ni si Jail basihan nato. The assessment levels to be applied to the fair market value of real property to determine its assessed value shall be fixed by ordinances of the sangguniang panlalawigan, sangguniang panlusod, or sangguniang bayan of a municipality within the metropolitan Manila area. So, on land, so residential, ang assessment level ni Ja 20%, agricultural 40%, commercial 50%, industrial 50%, mineral 50%, timberland 20%. So, kaya ba naman sa residential ka nang puyan ko sa mga tao. Agricultural, ka ng mga kalubian, kamaisan, Another is on buildings and other structures. So, apil niya residential. So, ipakita ninyo. Agricultural, commercial or industrial. Then, ikaupat, timberland. So, muna siya under sa on buildings and other structures. So, next is on machineries. So, ipakita ninyo. And lastly, on special classes, the assessment levels for all lands, buildings, machineries, and other improvements. Additional ad valorem tax on idle lands. A province or city or a municipality within the metropolitan Manila area may levy an annual tax on idle lands at the rate not exceeding 5% of the assessed value of the property, which shall be in addition to the basic real property. So, kaning 5%, i-add ni si Jazz basic real property tax. So, idle lands coverage. So, di na naman nino basta idle land coverage. So, ang idle lands, apil ani ka ng mga real properties nga nahimo na bitong kalabungan, ng mga sabsabanan, pero napay plano ang tag-ija nga balikon or i-improve wa palay ka ng budget nga na. So, mga idle lands. So, kaning idle lands taxable ba ni siya? Taxable gihapon siya. So, pero naatay mga idle lands nga exempt from tax. Unsa man ni nga mga idle lands? Mo ni mga property nga duol bitaw kanang calamities, so like mga bungtod or wa nay plano ang tag-ija nga balikan, so exempted na sa kanang property. Pero naapod gyapon nay ipakita nga pamatuod nga unsa na siya adto jud ang assessor kung unsa katinuod nga delikado ba ning kuana nga property, di na pagajud ni siya balikan sa tag-ija. So ingan na. Okay, let's proceed. So the power to levy real property tax. A province or city or a municipality within the metropolitan Manila area may levy an annual ad valorem tax on real property such as land, building, machinery, and other improvement not hereinafter specifically exempted. So, rate of levy. So, niabot na dito na ni. A province or city or a municipality within the metropolitan Manila area shall fix a uniform rate of basic real property tax applicable to their respective localities as follows. In the case of a province, at the rate not exceeding 1% of the assessed value of real property. So, of province, not exceeding 1%. So, mo na itiman-an. So, apilin si just calculation, guys. So, ikaduha, in the case of a city or a municipality within a metropolitan Manila, at the rate not exceeding 2%. So, og province, 1%, then kung city, 2%. Exemptions from real property tax. So, the real property owned by the Republic of the Philippines, so exempted na siya. Charitable institutions, mga churches, then mosques, non-profit organizations, ingana. Used for pollution control. So, mauna siya, mato sila yung mga exempted sa real property tax. Tax discount for advanced prompt payment. If the basic real property tax and the additional tax accruing to the Special Education Fund or SEF are paid in advance in accordance with the prescribed schedule of payment. So, ni advance, hintahay mo advance ka of payment sa imong tax, nakay madawat na discount, ay nakay discounted ka of 20% of the annual tax due. Okay, that is provided under Section 250 LGC. Okay, nang nice og advance sa bayad din. Kung natay ka advance. Okay, interest on unpaid real property tax. In case of failure to pay the basic real property tax of any other tax levied under this title, okay, mula pa sa katong time nga schedule nimo or tingbayad, ingana na kay 2% nga interest. Oh, sa mo to siya, no? So, dali na computation, guys. There's a problema. Okay. Computation of real property tax. This is the problem. Pedro's residential land is located in Santiago City, measuring 500 square meter with the following additional information. Okay. Fair market value in the tax declaration, 10,000 per square meter. Zonal value, 8,000 pesos per square meter. Then assessment level, 20%. Question, okay, assessment level, 20%. Isa man yung assessment level ni Ja. Okay? At makita na sa ganiha nga akong ipakita sa itong assessment level. Okay, kuan man siya. Okay. Residential land na nakabutang naa sa city. Motong 20%. Dami ko sinasabi. Okay, question number 1. How much is the taxable value of the land? Okay, so moto ang land 20 square meter, so 5 ngayon mo na siya. Okay, 500 square meter. Diyan yung valuation is 10,000 per square meter. So, i-multiply na siya. The FMV or the fair market value is 5 million pesos. So, i-multiply ni siya o 20%. Anong 20% man kay residential land man siya and city. Nasa city eh. So, ang iyang taxable value or assessed value is 1 million pesos. Question number 2. How much is the basic real property tax? Okay. Assessed value is 1 million man to, no? 1 million. So, times siya of RPT rate na itong rate bitaw, ganiha, so city man to 2%. Mo to yung gipakita, ganiha guys, says. So, i-times siya of sa basic rate, real property tax rate sa city is 2% equals 20,000. Balik-balik ko naman. Basic real property tax due is 20,000 pesos. Question number 3. How much is the Special Education Fund or SAF? Pila itong SAF? So, 1% guys. Okay. So, assessed value is 1 million times SAF rate is 1%. SAF due equals 10,000 pesos. Pagkuha sa SEF, then multiply na tong assessed value and SAF rate. Question number 4. How much is the total RPT due, real property tax due? Okay, basic real property tax due, 20,000 pesos. Then, moad ta og kato SEF nato, which is 10,000 pesos equals 30,000 pesos. Mao siya total real property tax due. Question number 5. How much is the maximum amount of deduction from real property tax due? Real property tax due if the taxpayer pays in advance. So mao na ni advance siya ka nang bayad. So ang di ba 20% man to di ba ang discount basta mo advance kay bayad. So total real property tax due 30,000 pesos times discount. Discount is 20%. So total real property tax due is 6,000 pesos. 6,000 na naman iyang mayroon nun. So mato siya. And that ends my reporting. Thank you. God bless.